Hey everyone, just a quick video today to go through what I think is the original narrative of Jonah. This is text taken from Jonah chapter 2. It's the prayer that Jonah says after he's been swallowed by the great fish. The yellow highlighted text is text that I see as that of being of a redactor, although it may not have been a redaction of a text, but more of a oral tradition. So I'm just going to go through and kind of explain as I go here. So it starts off, then Jonah prayed to Yahweh, his Elohim, from the belly of the fish. So the redactor here is going to be injecting Yahweh into this narrative and also injecting Jonah into a fish, because Jonah wasn't in a fish in the original narrative. So continuing, saying, I called out to Yahweh out of my distress, and he answered me. So again, injecting Yahweh into the narrative. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. For you cast me into the deep, into the heart of the seas, and the floods surrounded me. All your waves and your billows passed over me. So it's a little glitchy. Not so much here, but so the original narrative, Jonah wasn't in a fish, so he would have been surrounded by water, whereas if he's in a fish, he's not really he's technically surrounded by water, but he's also surrounded by a fish. So it's not too glitchy here, but I think it gets worse as we go. Then I said, there we go. Then I said, I am driven away from your sight, yet I shall again look upon your holy temple. So another thing the redactor injects into this narrative is the temple. The waters closed in over me to take my life. The deep surrounded me. Weeds were wrapped around my head. And at the roots of the mountain, I went down to the land whose bars closed upon me forever. So this is, Jonah going down to the roots of the mountains. It's a little out of place if he's inside of a fish, but it's not so bad. I mean, it can still make sense, but I think it's glitchy enough to point out that this was originally a different narrative, where Jonah was thrown into the sea, and there was no fish, and Jonah sank to the bottom and was there forever. So, and if it wasn't Yahweh doing this, who was doing it? Well, the only other God name in the text is El, so that would be my best guess. I mean, it could be Yahweh, I don't think. It could have been Yahweh in the original narrative, but I don't think so, since the redactor is trying hard to inject Yahweh into the text, or into the narrative. Alright, and then, so the redactor here continues, instead of Jonah being down there forever, yet you brought up my life from the pit, O Yahweh, my Elohim. When my life was fainting away, I remembered Yahweh, and my prayer came to you into your holy temple, again injecting the temple. Those who pay regard to vain idols forsake their hope of steadfast love, but I, with the voice of thanksgiving, will sacrifice to you. What I have vowed I will pay. Salvation belongs to Yahweh. Alright, so that's kind of how I see it. I think the whole Jonah narrative was based on this little oral tradition here that's not highlighted here. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.